As the Director of Member Solutions here at NTA, I get asked a lot of questions in the weeks and months leading up to Travel Exchange. When should I arrive? What should I put on my profile form? What should I bring with me to Travel Exchange? But by far, the question I get asked the most often is, how does the appointment request system work? And while I'm happy to email you a description of how it works or have a conversation with you over the phone, I thought it might be just as helpful to provide this overview.
To get to the appointment request site, just move your cursor up to Events, then in the drop-down menu, click Travel Exchange. This will take you to the Travel Exchange website. There will be two places to access the appointment request system. You can scroll down the home page and access it here along the left, or you can also go up to Appointments along the top and access it there too. So when you click the link to the appointment request system, you'll be asked to log in. Your login for the appointment request system is the same login you use for the main NTA website. If you have forgotten your password or if you need assistance with this, just contact us here at NTA headquarters. I'm going to log in now as a DMO. Keep something in mind, the pre-scheduled appointment request system is for full appointment takers only. If you're a partial appointment taker, you won't be creating a request list. You'll come back on November 18th when the direct request system opens. That means that this tutorial is for those of you who have signed up for pre-scheduled appointments. I've logged in as Frances, and as you can see on the left side of the screen, you'll find an overview of her registration information. Make sure to check your information for accuracy, and if anything needs to be updated, let us know here at NTA headquarters. To the right, you'll find a link with detailed instructions on how the system works. And above that, you'll see 11 boxes. Most of them are pretty self-explanatory. You can see your company's previous appointment schedules from Travel Exchange. You can add a promotional piece. You can update your company profile if you're the company's primary contact. Updating your profile, by the way, is something that you'll want to do right away if you haven't already done it, because it's one way that tour operators determine whether or not to add your destination or company to their request list. I'm going to click Create My Request List because this is where you'll be spending most of your time. This is where you actually build the list of companies that you'd like to meet with in Fort Worth. Here you see the company search section where you can look for a specific operator by name, or you can search by country, state, or province. Or you can simply scroll down for a listing of all buyer registrants. You can also do an advanced search by clicking Advanced Search. This will allow you to search for operator attendees based on their destinations and other business demographics. One thing that is different this year is that tour operators who are sponsoring Travel Exchange are listed first. The rest of them are listed in alphabetical order. You can click the name of the tour operator to see its profile. You can also visit their website. Next to each operator, you'll see an Add to List button. If an operator's Add to List button is grayed out, that can mean one of three things. They may not be attending as an appointment taker. They may simply not be accepting appointment requests from your area if they don't typically visit your area. Or they may not be participating in the pre-scheduled appointment system. In either of the last two cases, you can still get an appointment with them, either by requesting one directly through Direct Request, which opens on November 18th, or by approaching their booth at Travel Exchange. If an operator's Add to List button is green, and you want to add them to your request list, just click it, and it'll show up in your appointment request list along the right. You can add up to 60 operators to your list. And you'll want to make as many requests as possible because the higher the number of requests you make, the higher the number of pre-scheduled appointments you're likely to get. You can even prioritize those companies by clicking on them and using the green arrows located above your request list. Every time you edit your list between now and November 4th, be sure to click Submit Save to lock in your work. This is the confirmation screen. You'll see the requests you made along the bottom. You'll also see a place where you can enter your email address to have your request list sent to you. A bit higher up, you'll see an explanation of how the system creates schedules. The first thing it looks for are perfect matches. You requested the operator and they requested you. Once those are scheduled, the system looks for other requests that operators made. Finally, it goes back and looks at requests that suppliers and DMOs made. Many of you have asked how all these appointments end up on your schedule, and that's how it happens. Now you know how important these perfect matches are, so let me show you how to create one. If you click Appointment Scheduling Home, and then click Companies Requesting Me, you'll see if any operators have added you to their request list. If you've already added them, it will say in Request List. It may also say Add to Request List. You can click it and that'll create a perfect match. Just remember this, always click Submit Save whenever you edit your list in any way. Creating your list means getting the appointments you're looking for, and appointments mean connections.
So now you see how the appointment request system works. And the 3 keys you need to remember are spruce up your profile, make as many requests as possible, and make sure that you add companies to your request list that have already requested you. Doing those 3 things will take you a long way towards having an appointment schedule filled with exciting possibilities. But remember, your appointment schedule is just a starting point, so don't get too fixated on the number of appointments you see when your schedule is released. With our open floor policy, you can always pick up additional appointments on site in Fort Worth. If there's a buyer you'd like to meet with, simply wait until there's no one seated across from them during an appointment time, and ask if you can sit down and have a conversation with them. And as we always say, business happens everywhere at Travel Exchange. Last year, I was talking with one of our first-time attendees, and I asked her how our appointments were going, and she said, "Todd, everything's an appointment at Travel Exchange." And she was absolutely right. Whether you're volunteering alongside someone at registration, or sitting next to them at one of our meal functions, or maybe riding next to them on the way to an evening event, there's all kinds of ways that you can grow your business through a simple conversation. That's what Travel Exchange is all about, growing your business by making connections. The appointment request system is just one way that NTA helps make that happen. We can't wait to see you in Fort Worth. Thank you for coming to my Todd Talk.